secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kick it off to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the ground with the back. And the good news for the offense, there's nowhere to go from here but forward. No gain on the first play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Got a man. It's Miller. There he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gators! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to the toss. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball.
Going downfield for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Unleashes it. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up a wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Auburn going to work with another first down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll try to get outside. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important.
Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tiger. Looking for the time with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So a drive there of 82 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. At the 35, he's got room. He's loose. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Man, that's always a bad feeling when you're holding your gap and then you turn around and all you see is the back of his jersey. The guy running down the field, chewing up all those yards.
And tell the truth, when defensive linemen go after him, do they really think they're going to catch him?
Absolutely not. I play defensive line.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield. They couldn't hook up.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed.
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
And that's That's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the wideout. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Gonna look downfield again. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. Turning it on. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback. And you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
Caught in the backfield, it's Pena. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give to the back.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The offense changing the play. Off play action. Working that left side now. Still on his feet. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Past the first down marker and still running. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Toss sweep to the right. And the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The pitch to the left. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Getting set for the point after.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Michigan is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Big House, but the Maize and Blue have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Wisconsin. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Still looking on the move. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road, bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring.
He lets one fly deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Fires to the big fella. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chain.
Yeah, I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Wants to throw it. Going for it all. Just threw that one way too far.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Under fire. Slips away. Slings it downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gonna take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running.
There he goes. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Might as well give it to him again. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
I mean, not only were those two guys not on the same page, I don't think they were in the same playbook. They barely looked like they were on the same team. Now it's 3rd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got evil.
And the quarterback goes knocked down back at the 13. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the catch down the right side. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself.
A full dive to haul that one in.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gators will kick it off to start the second half. not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here comes the Auburn offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. Breaks into the open.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They'll send the back in motion. Catch in the middle, it's Cutler. What a cut, now he's loose. Turns it on down the left side. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Auburn! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Back to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Wide open downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
The offense obviously trailing here in the second half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game, but in order for that to happen, they have got to do a better job up front.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this offense, man, they're in a tough spot, right? Like, the throws are coming. You're down. You need to make plays in the passing game, but you got to protect your quarterback better. This defense, they've got their ears pinned back. You got to do something about it.
Makes a move. They finally make the stop after a terrific return, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. This offense has it with really good field position. Might be calling a hot route. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the...
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers! How about this Tiger quarterback, etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points.
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Might be looking to run. Unleashes one. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tiger!
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Brutus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 8 over Northwestern. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Steps away. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Pulls it in down the middle. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
He'll take another shot here. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been.
He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Offense with jumbo personnel. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. He He's got 98 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Trying to barge in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. These corners going to give them some space. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Off the boot, looking for his man. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's just find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Just plowing ahead. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that, baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Might as well stick with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got his man downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida!
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight, because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On the direct snap, it's Pena. Slithers into space. Turning it on! That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. hauls it in at the 40. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Gators sending the offense back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't.
Gonna let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He wants to throw it again. Rushes on him. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. Breaks the tackle. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Here we go. Here's the handoff. Find some fresh air. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Quarterback may change this route. Needs it to keep this drive alive. There he goes. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the...
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They're going to ride this running back. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
These teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after